Oh, new school comic book reviews. Okay, let's start with Supreme Blue Rose, written by Warren Ellis and art by Tula Lotay. I've really been enjoying this series. I think Warren Ellis is only going to be on it for a very short period of time. Basically, it's a reworking of the old Supreme concept from Rob Liefeld and just really remaking it into a more science fiction-y, metaphysical sort of thing. It's really hard for me to describe what the plot is other than it seems like the universe has been remade, and we have this reporter here who's working for this guy Darius Dex, trying to find out what happened to a man named Ethan Crane. And it seems like the dimensions are sort of bleeding through, and she's trying to get to the bottom of it. We see glimpses of other characters. There's a character here called, oh, let's see here, Professor Midnight. Yeah, right here called Professor Midnight, and we're not too sure if he's just a star of a TV show or if it's actually happening. There's another guy in here, Doc Rocket. That's this guy down here who seems like he's from the past, maybe he's from the present. It's all very metaphysical and quantum physics, and everything is now and infinity this and all sorts of things. And basically, in this particular issue, the reporter is interviewing different people in town and asking them what happened as far as the latest phenomena that just happened, where a plane seemed to have dropped out of the sky, and what that has to do with Ethan Crane and what they think and what they know and stuff like that. Like I said, it's pretty interesting. I'm really curious as to how Warren Ellis is going to wrap up this particular arc. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Next thing I got here is Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy Annual #1, written by Brian Michael Bendis and art by Frank Cho. I really haven't really been into the new Guardians series. It's really not my thing. I like the old one by DNA, but this thing is kind of eh. This particular issue seems kind of Carol Danvers centric. Where it starts, maybe it's just mostly because of framing device, where it starts with her recording a message for people at home, and then out of nowhere, the shield helicarrier pops out into the middle of the space, and they have to figure out what's going on with it. Story's kind of okay. It's just kind of a light romp. It's not very heavy or anything like that. Oh, there's some fun visual cues in here, and I'm just gonna give those away. Here, check this out. That's Nick Fury, but Frank Cho has drawn this in the style of an old Shield comic book from a comic book cover by Jim Steranko. There's another homage. Check this out. Here's Carol Danvers. This pose is a recreation of a pose of Wonder Woman by Adam Hughes from a few years back. And there's another kind of funny thing. I won't give that one away, where one of the Shield guys is drawn to look very much like a very famous um, actor who was on Star Trek. Like I said, I won't give the twist ending away. It's kind of okay. I think there are some minor glitches as far as continuity, and it's it doesn't ruin the story. It just sticks out to me just because I'm about the age. I'm the same age group as Brian Michael Bendis, and I think I know that he should know better. But I think he kind of just went along with it because this is just a story he wanted to tell. Whoops, but yeah, I really do enjoy this Frank Cho art. He's really known for being a cheesecake artist, but he is really just an all-around good artist. Even when you check out things like action and well, I already showed you that. Action and pacing and drawing expressions on people's faces and things like that. So yeah, it was okay. It was a fun issue. What else do I have? I got Shaft #1. which was pretty fun. This was written by um, David F. Walker, and the art is by Bilquis Evely. Okay, introduction to the character. It's set in 1968, so I think that was pretty interesting. It's pretty much a period piece. The where Shaft is, he's not a private investigator yet. He's a professional boxer, and he has to deal with these mob guys. There's the black mob guy, there's the Italian mob guy, and people want him to take a dive and all that sort of thing. And it's pretty interesting. The art isn't great, but it's serviceable. It works for the story, and I thought it was a pretty decent issue. It's pretty tight. I'm kind of looking forward to the next issue. Oh, I thought this was funny though. If you check out the cover, obviously he's drawn to look like Richard Roundtree from the '70s movies, but on the inside, the character looks completely different. And I'm just wondering, what's going on with that. If maybe Richard Roundtree, or maybe his people didn't give Dynamite the permission to use his likeness or not, or I'm just kind of wondering about that. All right, got Low number 5, Rick Remender and Greg Tuccini. It's okay. I really think the art is really carrying it for me. It's really nice looking. It's very fluid, very stylistic. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with this comic after the first arc. I'll probably have to reassess, if I want to continue on with it. But it was okay. I got this on a whim. Multiversity The Just. Grant Morrison, and the art is by Ben Oliver. This ties into the whole multiversity event or whatever. And basically, I just flipped through it and got it. Got it on the art. It's really pretty looking. The premise. Oh, that's not a good page. The premise is basically these are the sons and daughters of all the old heroes. This is like the son of Batman, son of Superman, son of Lex Luthor, and the daughter of Green Arrow and whatnot, daughter of Mr. Miracle, what have you. And the gag is supposed to be that the old heroes have actually done their job so well, crime has been cleaned up and everything, so that the younger generation really doesn't have too much to do. So they just go to parties and stage reenactments and things like that. And they just kind of kill a lot of time or whatever waiting for something to happen. There's a pretty interesting, I don't want to give away the twist that actually does inform the plot, but just kind of pretty interesting on that sort of postmodern metafiction level, you know what I mean? It's also pretty funny that right now Mark Millar has a series coming out that actually has the exact same premise, that the sons and daughters of the old generation of superheroes are all kind of pampered, spoiled brats, and they just kind of sit around and take drugs and go to parties and things like that. So I think it's kind of funny that you had these two comics with the exact same premise coming out pretty much at the same time. But yeah, I liked it. Let's see here. Stuff I got that I haven't gotten around to reading yet. Got Astro City 18. Looking forward to getting to that. George Perez's Sirens number 2. Thought I'd go ahead and take a chance on Sex Criminals. This is Image First for $1. When it came out before, I was kind of like, I gave it a pass because it seemed kind of interesting, but a lot of people were like, well, it's okay, but it's not as smart as it thinks it is. But I figured for $1, I'll give it a try. Also got Gotham Academy, Gotham Academy number 3. They didn't have number 2, so I'll wait till I get to number 2 and then I'll read it. And let's see here, and that's pretty much it. I also got Howard Chaykin Shadow Midnight in Moscow number 3. Although issue 6 just came out, I think last week, but I just bought it just to give it a try, you know what I mean? So if I like it, I'll go back and get all the other issues. So that's about it. I wanted to get Bitch Planet number 1, but I didn't bring my list with me, so I forgot to get it. That's another comic that's being written by Kelly Sue DeCormick. I think it's written by Kelly Sue DeCormick. Let me see. It's another Image thing. Yeah, wait. Yeah. Nope, not that. This thing here. So, if they've got it next week, I'll get that. I may or may not put out another. I've got an idea for another video, so I might put another video out this weekend if I get around to it, depending on how much time I have. And I guess that's it. I got to thank you very much for watching, and you have a good day.